what's this? Giant fuck off robots? Oh, say it ain't so. Hooray. So yeah. Now, this may not be a very long one. I don't know why I'm doing so many back to back. I have no fucking clue. But, I will say, that I got some teeth pulled yesterday. And I'm now starting to feel where he stuck me with that big fuck off needle. So I may not talk too much. And by too much, I mean be a very long video. I've done Kryscades that were like 6 to 8 hours fucking long at one point, you know. But yeah, this one will probably be much shorter than that, if I can help it. But and you know, I was thinking, when it comes to getting teeth removed, how would that work in clan space? Like in Battletech, like how would that work? Would it just be some like 2-meter tall dentist going like, by honest breath, I must remove this infected molar? Punch. Like it's, he just beats the shit out of the guy till his teeth falls out. How would that work? Given their musculature, when they're, you know, fucking giant, roided out, as tall as me, super mutants, is when you know that they punch. They punch hard. So, actually, shit. Okay, that's still. Don't hit the wrong fucking button. Okay. Alright. I am in a Discord chat thing where but it's marked that I'm recording, so only like 1 or 2 people may show up, maybe. Maybe. Ironically, most of them know Battletech really well, so we wouldn't really have a lack of a subject matter. Luckily for that. But, I'm going to talk briefly about a fun little hidden Battletech lore piece that most people don't know about, called the Black Marauder. And the Black Marauder is a Marauder mech, and it's not just that it's painted black, it's that it's possessed by fucking Satan. The Black Marauder, let's just say there have been reports of the mech twisting its cockpit open in the shape of a giant black viscous maw. And it is known to have weird mechanical issues, and those mechanical issues vary from weird sensor readings to parts of pistons not working. And then you feed it human blood, you put corpses in the damn thing, and it just starts to work magically because reasons. Because apparently blood is a good lubricant, unbeknownst to me. But, and I know the perverts of you are like, oh yeah, you know, my wife's period. Yeah, you know what? No, fuck you. Shut up. That doesn't count. There's not just blood and then there are hills, okay? There's blood and vaginal fluid, which is itself a good lubricant. But anyways, that was a fucking distraction. Yeah, so I've been spamming the Gameworld shit like really hard, like. This is the low amount of C-bills I've had. I got to like 16 mil. Actually, I closed at 18. I spent 10 mil on the Schwer Gustav, and I spent 8 mil on the Etine. So add 18 mil to this, which would be 27, and then add the other 10 mil. So I've made 37 mil in Gameworld matches, give or take. And rough estimate, I'd say 32, 35 in Gameworld matches, just spamming them. And here's the fun thing: the day timer, it doesn't. The shop for the Gameworld matches doesn't reset once a month. It resets like 3 or 4 times a month. One at the beginning of the month. These are the ones I know for certain. The second is about day 15 or 10 left on this counter. And the third one is day 2 or 3 left. I don't know why those numbers specifically, but it is... It's when they refresh for me, and I've done this a dozen times. So, at the very beginning of the month, at the very end of the month, and in the dead middle of the month, the shop refreshes. I don't know if it's the entire shop. I think it is. I've noticed some changes. Or it's just the Gameworld matches alone. I think it's the entire shop. I think it refreshes 3 times a month. So, which, I mean, is kind of a lot, but, you know, at least you get away. And look at all these fucking mechs I have. Last time I played, I had, like, no heavies or assaults at all. Like the highest tonnage I had was 50. And now look at me. I've got the Black Knight Clanbuster edition. I've got the Flammenwerfer, but robot. I've got the Avatar. I forget how I got that one. I got the Summoner by beating the piss out of clanners. And the Schwer Gustav, which is a Frankenmech. And the Atine, which is another Frankenmech. These two I got from just camping out at Solaris, having the right people in my inventory, and having a shit ton of money on hand. And that's how you get access to those 2 mechs. The Atine, give it a dude that has Juggernaut. Because Juggernaut lets you do a bonus attack. It's not animated, but damage-wise, it does count. So you basically do double damage with your melee weapon. And with the Atine, it's got special bullshit in it to where I think it has, triple strength myomer, which is a type of muscle fiber compound inside the mech, for those who don't know. TSM lets makes you move faster. Your kicks, punches, and physical weapons do more damage. Punches do the most damage. Bonus. So with TSM, but I don't know why physical weapons don't do more than punches, because you think of force amplifiers that are weapons. Look, I would keep the kicks at 30 and the punches at 50, but I'd jump up the physical weapons to 65 or 70. That's what I do. I jump it up a little higher. Right? Look, a mech having a fucking hatchet isn't exactly normal. There's like 2 mechs that are known for that shit, and the rest of them don't actually do that. So, what the fuck mech was easy? Yeah, no. I'm retarded. Okay. There we go. And deploy. In the desert. Oh, this is going to be fun. So, hopefully I'll be able to do enough of these matches in different biomes to show you guys the best tactics for it. Because, tactically speaking, you want to hide behind cover until your enemy gets close enough, and then you run behind them and shoot them up the mech ass. Just unload 80 rockets directly into their mech asshole. Just buckwheat them to death with rockets, and you will basically win every time. Now, granted, on higher difficulties, especially with assault mechs, they tend to not fall into that trap very easily, but instead they'll just randomly run away from you and show them your ass. Or no, show you their ass. I didn't fuck that up. So they just do that randomly in assault matches. I don't know why. It's probably to balance it out, so you're not getting curb stomped every time, probably, but probably what it is. It's kind of weird feeling an empty hole where my teeth used to be. That's kind of weird. But yeah, now the Schwer Gustav comes with a RAC-5. Now, it's got a thumper cannon, which is kind of better to just launch like short-range artillery at people. Attack the ground from a distance kind of thing. It's good to do that for clusters. But that's not gonna fuck them up a whole lot. It'd probably knock them off balance or make the enemy mechs kind of shit themselves, but for the most part, it doesn't do a whole lot. It is a thumper and not a long tom, so to be fair. And apparently, if you can fucking believe it, there are Davy Crockett's in 3062. And I've read the stats on them. One, they cost a fucking fortune to use. You get one missile per tonnage. Sorry, you get one missile per tonnage, and it costs like 1.5 million C-bills to launch, which is basically the entire cost of your fucking paycheck, essentially. You will be in the negative in most cases. But the damage it does, the amount of just like massive fuck you devastation in such a large area, and it irradiates the battlefield, and it's just like, holy balls, man. Like, there's a reason why it costs that fucking much C-bills to use. Luckily, this fucker's slow, so I can kind of run up behind him. Go, Father Tofurcus, into the wild blue yonder. Wait a minute, this isn't a VTOL. It is now! With enough explosives, your mech can also be a VTOL. With enough explosives, you too can fly. Now, I will say this, if you just move, it, what was I gonna say? My brain's been shitting itself ever since I got numbed in the face. Part of my brain went with it. If you just move, your shots are more accurate, but if you run, they're not as accurate, but you can get farther. And you can get a better position and line up your shots better, so... Well, not really line them up, because your accuracy won't be as good. So, and there are mech builds where the walking speed is the same speed as the sprint speed. That's so, A, you can engage in melee easier, and because you can only do that when running, or not running, when walking. We're gonna target dead on his ass. And this is how you win, folks. Oh shit, I didn't click the missiles! I'm retarded! I've never made that mistake before. Wow, I'm kind of stupid. I've never made this mistake before. Like, wow, the one time I'm recording is the one time I'm a fucking reprobate. Holy shit. My leg's damaged. Okay, now we activate the fucking missiles. Yeah, you'll overheat, but at least they'll be dead. That's what I meant to do the first time, and then I forgot to click the fucking missiles. Oh, that's funny. That's butt fucking hilarious. You know, so, oh shit. So I gotta repair that a little bit. It'll probably only take a day or two. Yeah, and you get good payout. Now, granted, the cost of admittance is $550K, but the payout is usually 3 to 4 times what it costed to get in there. So it is a good investment. That is if you win. But you know, and there are people who play BattleTech and they're like, you know, I'm just gonna go through the motions. I'm just gonna deal with life's consequences. And that's all well and good in the middle to late stages of the game. In the beginning game, you will not have a core 200 to put back in that motherfucker. You will not have any pieces to replace 3/4 of your fucking machine. And that's when, you know, you tend to want to reload. Store. I'll just be doing this for the most part, honestly. Show you guys the different maps. God, I'm not that good at the assault mech solos. I'm not. My assault mechs aren't that great. I've noticed that the Franken mechs kind of janky, but there's still a weapons platform that's still cheaper than most mechs, and you still get an assault, and you could still crank some gooder weapons on that sumbitch. Let's do the duo light. That'd be kind of fun. Then we'll do the assault. Now, one of the only problems with this mod in particular is the fact that, you know, you have oh, the jungle. That map's rough. Oh, well, there's a way around it. I'll show you guys. What was I gonna say? Wow, fuck, I forgot. Brain amblage. It's fun. I got this concussion on New Avalon, fighting the filthy German loyalists, and fun times. I took a shrapnel to the skull, and I re-questioned my life and my choice in helmet gear, and then I sauntered off into a giant fucking metal coffin and prayed for death's sweet merciful release. But anyways, enough about my life story. But yeah, okay. These are light mechs. We're doing this one. The Taz is a gladiator mech, and the Osiris is just something I fucking picked up, and it's probably the best light mech I have. Well, have ever had, actually. Glitch. Floppy. Yeah, I don't know what caused it, but you're supposed to get... When you get Wolfbanes, you're supposed to get his commando, but sometimes it doesn't spawn. I never know why. I never know why. Had to drink some stale Pepsi. or also known as Pepsi that's been open for 5 minutes. Like, it's hard to tell what gets stale more quickly. Is it RC Cola or Pepsi? That's the fucking question. I mean, at least Coke, you can leave it open for like a week and it'll still be fresh. And you're like, what the fuck? What devilry preservative bullshit is in this? But it tastes like battery acid and it's excellent with alcohol. So you're just like, okay, whatever. You know, okay. I'll just mix my drinks together. Yeah. Honestly, the man who invented mixed drinks, like with alcohol, was a fucking genius. Like that dude was a visionary. Like, I'm surprised no one knows who or what his name was. I mean, depending on who you ask, his name is, you know, Mohammed Mo'adul Mo'adi Abu Da. And that joke again, Chris? How could you? You know, oops. But yeah. So with the like, okay, the duo duels aren't too bad if you focus your fire, right? If you go one on one, you're kind of at a disadvantage, especially on light mech duels. You want to focus your fire. Now, here's kind of the problem with gladiator matches in 3062. The maps are all the same layout. Well, depending on the biome, depend on the layout. But if it's like every tropical map will have this layout. And I think they're working on a way to get more map layouts for arenas. I'm hoping. I could probably message them and inquire about it, you know. Because the BTA3062 wiki gives you access to the Discord. And the Discord is actually pretty cool. I like being there. People have very interesting ideas when it comes to robots, and you'll be told constantly by the man, the myth, the legend, Doves. You'll be told by him quite a bit when there's an update, or you know, they're adding a new feature or whatever, right? Like they'll actually be like, "Hey, asshole, this is what's going on," and you go, "Yes, sir," and you salute as a bear named Wojciech or however the hell you pronounce that Polish giggity magoo. Okay. You kind of want to stay in this spore cloud for a turn and then jump out and buckwheat him. Which, for those who don't know, is being shot in the ass. Now, it's supposed to be the butthole, I think. But, you sprinted. Yeah, I probably shouldn't have moved so slightly. Probably should have reserved that. I don't know why I'm not thinking properly. I never have this problem when no one's like being recorded to bear witness of my testimony of the grim, dark nature of the human species. But right in the ass. Ooh. Mech warriors assemble. Wait a minute. Oops. Mech warriors assemble. Actually, I could just do that with regular log. And then we blow your ass plane off. There you go. Yeah, that split-second delay where you're like not sure if it killed it, but you think it did, is an adrenaline rush all its own. It's really weird. That'd be odd. Ready for bare knuckle boxing. My grandpappy was a bare knuckle boxer in the Third World War. Kids 100 years from now. Is that an Irby? Might be an Herbie. I wonder it moves like a mile a year. I'm really surprised I didn't die. Because Herbies are kind of known to be rough bastards up front. They're kind of known for that. The voice of Sonny Jim, the bare knuckle boxer. You want the arrow to be green. Well, you want it to be, because that means you're shooting them up the ass crack. Which is important in mech on mech action. Buckwheaticus beginnicus! Oh, that was a bunch dead on. Oh god, its ammo exploded. How did you survive that? You're a rough fuck. I gotta give you points for survivability. I usually kick so I can fire my guns. Does that have a fucking police siren on its head? What are you even gonna do? You don't have arms. Oh, I guess you could do that. If you melee attacks, sometimes it will cause you to be unstable. Not always, but sometimes. Oh, this thing has no arms or sides whatsoever. God, that thing was clinging on for like life's dick. It was just clinging on desperately, trying not to pull off the crank at the seams. Which, by the way, this is a public service announcement. Do not overuse your crank, for it will eventually fall off. This has been a public service announcement brought to you by the Go Fuck Yourself Foundation. I do my announcer voice for that, yeah. This is a public service announcement. You know, I actually have kind of a range of voices I can do, so I never know which voice to do. I don't know what voice is my real voice anymore. Like, I've been switching between voices so often, I have no idea what's real and what isn't. That, and there was a time where I was legally insane, so that didn't really help much matters. But I have been cured of my insanity because I got out of the public education system, and that was the first step on the road to recovery. Fun times there. Anyone who has... anyone who is the 20 people who watch me regularly, and I have no idea who you people are, but, you know, welcome. Come in, come in! You know, it's the death's knell. Ooh. Ooh. That sounds... God, that movement! Holy balls! Like, that thing is hauling mech ass. And you get some items and every, 4 to 5 matches of one particular fervor. Arena spec commando design used for light duels. It comes with a bone simple loadout of quad medium lasers and a larger engine. Gotta go fast. Okay, if it was like ERM lasers. Actually, it doesn't even have to be that. Actually, let me take a look at that mech. I usually give them a look over, and if I don't like it, then I just stash it and sell it. Oh, I need to repair my treb. And by the way, rockets in arena duels are your friend. Like, you want rockets on fucking everything. You just run up behind them and unload a whole payload in their back, and they're fucked. They're beyond fucked, and you win. That's how duels work. You need speed and lots of fucking rockets. That's how you win mech duels. Okay, what is the movement of this damn thing? 8 to 12? Oh, wow. Wait, what's my Osiris's movement? Probably higher than that. 8 to 4. Oh, 9 to 14. Oh, boy. Yeah, this is my pinnacle of light mech technology. This is my pinnacle. It's a great run-and-gun scout, and with that many lasers on it, oh boy. The Death Knell. I like the name. The name's pretty metal, but I would much rather have a commando with a shit ton of like SRMs on it. I would much rather, which I was supposed to get, but it didn't happen because fuck Chris, I guess. Okay, I'm just gonna stash that motherfucker and probably sell it. By the way, I am afraid to use the incineration. I am afraid to touch this thing. I am beyond scared. Like, this looks like a nightmare abomination only an AI art model could create. Like, it really does. Like, it's got, like, flamer nozzle titties. Like, look at this fucking thing. I don't trust it. I should totally use it in a duel, though. I totally should. If I do a heavy duel, I'll use the incineration. I'll give some cheap bastard to it. Yeah, I gotta do that. That would be metal. This is assault mech. Oh boy. I usually get bricked in those. Do I even want to risk it for a video? I don't know. I have a lot of DHS. Double heat sinks. Kits. I have a lot of those. I have like 6 of them. Ugh. I just keep getting them when I beat the piss out of enemies. And when you have this kind of money, you might as well spend and just buy shit just to have it, really. I mean, there are 3 stages to this game. There's the beginning, oh lord, please don't squash me like the tiny metal insect I am. And then there's, hey, you know, I've got some stuff, I got some equipment, I got some mechs. I'm not exactly mech Jesus or anything, but I can, you know, get by. And then there's, you are the Deus Ex, you are the mech god, feel thy wrath. Those are the 3 stages of this game. Those are the 3 stages. Gameworld solo assault mech duel. Jeebus. Okay. I'm pretty sure after this one I'll get an assault mech. Because I don't think I've gotten one yet, and I've been doing these quite a bit. I don't think I have. And eventually you can buy a whole mech. Or vehicle or whatever you want to get. So, and, you know, I recommend... you don't have to ally with Steiner, but at least get them to add cost. At least get them up like a level of favor. And then Solaris 7 and Galatea are much cheaper, and they're both game worlds. Now, that being said, in my file in particular, the Federated Suns conquered Galatea. And I fought with Steiner to get it back. But it just hasn't registered for some reason, so I don't know what's going on. Like, it's just being weird, I guess. And I used the Horsker, the airlift VTOL. I used that in the past. And it was really good, but the problem was it would move, but the mech it was carrying would stay stationary. So it wouldn't count as it moving, even though it's fucking moving. But look, if you carry something and move with it, that something is now moving. That's the laws of motion, right? That's just how that shit works. So I don't know if they changed that. I don't know. I could try it at some point. I mean, I got the cash, but I mean, I don't know. And the airlift VTOL is great because you can just, like, especially if you have a really slow as fuck mech and it doesn't have jump jets and it's just this lumbering mass of metal and sin, then you essentially want to use the airlift VTOL to take that fucker to new horizons, and it can snipe from on high and get an accuracy bonus because it's much higher in elevation and, you know, stuff like that. So, but I recommend using that on like very heavy Like, probably assaults only. You really want to use it on assaults. Especially, and I don't know if this is the case anymore, but especially if it doesn't count as motion for the mech when you move with this thing. If it doesn't, then you want something beefy and tanky that can withstand the wrath of 7 gods at once. Yeah, I just bought the VTOL. I'll try it. I'll experiment with it. I'll see what it does at some point. Probably not in this video because I'm doing Solaris bullshit. But oh god, the Fire Drake. Ugh. Fire, scary. You know, Arrow 4. I can't believe there's Davy Crockett ammo for the Arrow 4. Like, motherfuck, dude. That is insane. That is insanity personified. Super. Sniper artillery. I thought it said super artillery. Like, Captain Artillery Man. Like, come to save the day with boom. You know, just that's what I was expecting, but it didn't really happen. Herb. I love the plasma rifles. They are the gift of the gods. They are just beautiful. They fuck with their heat. They do a lot of damage. They're just immaculate. They're just beautiful, handcrafted creations of death and mayhem, and I appreciate them for it. I'm going to buy them. We're gonna at cost because they kind of like me a little bit. So yeah, I'm liked by them. So I get a slight bonus in job payouts and basic level store discount. Yeah, if they're like, they don't like you, they will charge a 10% increase on everything. It's probably just like a tax or something. Now keep in mind, in this setting, it's like most houses, most groups have a varied blend of feudalism and like oligarchies and like corporatism and shit. It's like this weird hodgepodge blend. Axel, yes. You'll be someone's muscle mommy. But anyways, oops. Yeah, I don't really like the way these portraits look. They all look like they're made of modeling clay. I don't know. I like these that actually look like semi-stylistic. You know? The ones I don't like are the ones where they just took a picture of a dude's head and grafted it onto a very tiny body. I hate that shit. That's like, dude, just make a fucking art character. So now I'm getting shit for tank operators. Okay, well. I might as well. Might have to disembark a tank operator or two, but, you know. Here we are, living the wild blue yonder. I honestly only know that expression because my father was Air Force. If it wasn't for that, I would not have learned this. I used to know the whole song of "Off we go into the wild blue yonder," you know, that whole thing. But that's all I remember now. I haven't like sung that song since I was like 15, and I don't remember shit of it anymore, except for the intro, because the intro was catchy as hell. Like that's the only thing I remember about it. It's very weird. It's, you know, back when I was a boy, I learned the Air Force song. Yes, Grandpa, that was a thing once. Now eat your fucking potatoes. I learned the Air Force song. Might as well buy the resupply truck just to say I have one. I need... There's a few tanks I need to desperately fucking get, and I don't know where they are. One's the mobile field base. The mobile field base is great, because you can call in, like, mech drops and turret drops and all this other shit. It's great. It's a great force multiplier on the field. So if you get swarmed, you want one of those, you know, back in the weeds, guarding everyone. I mean, they move slower than a bus on fire, but, you know, at least they are a great amplification of force. A mobile field base. Mobile field bases, to my knowledge, appear in places that have the inner sphere society or civilization level tag, to my knowledge. I think, but just the ones I've been to just haven't had it, and I don't know. And it's always good to upgrade. Engineering. It's always good to upgrade. Oh boy, 2.5. Let's give them a swimming pool. And then they'll all jump in naked, and then we'll totally pretend it didn't happen. Yes, it's an actual random event that happens. It's like, well, I'm just gonna pretend I didn't see that dude's dong. I'm just gonna pretend. Okay, so we gotta wait till 2 days into 4, 3, and okay. Oh, well, I almost missed that shit. Okay, I don't know why, but at 2 days till, it tends to refresh. So we're gonna check the store again. Equipment. Yep, see? There they are. Solo heavy. Hey, ooh, I can use the incinerator. Solo medium. Yeah, let's do a solo heavy. I haven't done a heavy in a while. I'm like the king of medium mech duels because my trebuchet has like 80 rockets on it at any given moment. You just launch that directly into their mech asshole and they are fucked. You are fucking nicked me, bucko! Like, it's great. It's beautiful. Beautiful. You know, it's terrible. Oh, Pete, may you rest in metal heaven. Oh, I never did the assault mech one. Shit, I forgot all about that. I'll do the heavy first, just to palate cleanse. It's like eating ginger before you eat fish that has very small amounts of flavor. it's a palate cleanse, you know? Because we need to cleanse our palate with something that's so light in flavor that smokers and drinkers can't even fucking taste it. Does that make sense? Who am I going to put in the incineration? What devious bastard deserves to be here? Yes, I have Tex. And I have Grandpa. Both named Randolph Checkers. They'd probably put Randolph P. Checkers and Randolph, like, M. Checkers or some shit. If they had middle names. Randolph P. Checkers. I can't do a text for shit. He's just got a great voice. He is, and I'm not saying this to insult the other awesome people in the community, but Tex is Battletech Jesus, okay? He just is. He is Battletech Jesus, okay? Like, that's what he is. Oh, wow, you had the Urban Mech Lamb. Oh, wow. I haven't used you in forever, dude. You know what, let me put you in this giant, sweaty heat box. I mean, you're, you know, a fellow of that ethnicity, so you must like the heat, you know. And I say that because growing up, I had a lot of black friends, and they hated winter. They hated it, and this was in the Bay Area of California, so it wasn't even like harsh winter. It was just winter, and okay, winter in the Bay Area is like rain, and that was it. It would rain, and that would be your winter. You know what's fun? Hello there. Now
Why the fuck is it so cold? Called Mormon here. Fuck this computer.
Might be the outside. Isn't it like 70 something?
Dude, it's just fine in the fucking living room.
You know, I believe you.
And the windows are open. this off at night.
Yeah, maybe. So it doesn't sweat us into oblivion. But yeah, as I was saying, yeah, the winter in California, and granted this was like 2010 or so. The winter, the winter was like it would rain, and sometimes it would rain heavily, like almost like flood rains. Like I actually remember walking to school a few times, and it flooding. Like the streets were covered in water, flooding.
Are you still playing your game?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
It doesn't look like it because I'm loading, but yeah, no, I am.
Well, all you're doing is just sitting there, just waving your hands around, and nothing is happening.
Well, babe, I might as well be part Italian. I don't know if I am or not. I don't think I am. My father is kind of swarthy, so maybe, but...
Well, I think it's just a European thing to talk with their hands.
No, you're probably right. It's just, everyone thinks it's the Italians, but it's most of Europe. Okay, then. That's my necklace.
Yeah, now I gotta go clean it.
Yeah. Yeah, you gotta clean your shit when it starts giving you a rash every time you wear it.
Chris?
What? What?
Why don't you tell me what's wrong with that?
It's what the hell? It's missing its thing.
Yeah, I know, it's naked. Now, let me point out the detritus on it.
Well, yeah.
Nah, don't pull it. You're gonna break the thing around it.
Oh, okay. The drying the skin, and it's. I'm aware. Quit reminding me of how putrid my existence is.
You can fix that,
Yeah. Well, not in front of the kids at home who want to hear Uncle Chris swear like a sailor.
Sorry, children. He lives like a hoarder.
Well, I'm not that
At least
bad.
in his brain.
Yeah, my mind is the mind of a hoarder, but my living space is not that bad. Not even close.
I don't know. It's pretty indicative of shit. At least your little cubicle, anyway.
I clean it often now. And motherfuck, you know I'm hurting. You know it hurts to move.
You can do it like once a week.
And I'm still trying to make an effort. So, don't...
You can do it like once a week.
Don't come at me, bro.
Once a week.
That's what I've been doing. No, fucking...
right. As soon as I bitch at you for it.
Now, piss off and do the things. I'm recording a video.
I know. I know what I'm doing.
I don't like you doing that. Ow, my armpit. What are you doing?
Jabbing you with your own necklace.
Yeah, I've noticed.
Maybe you'll get poison damage.
Oh no. +5 stench damage.
But holy shit, dude. Like,
God.
It's nice and cold in the living room.
Yeah. Yeah, we are Nords. It's kind of why I mentioned that in California Bay Area, my black friends complaining about winter, when all it did was rain. Like, it wasn't even cold, it just rained. Like, somehow that's like, oh, it's so terrible, the winters are so cold. It's like, look, if you guys can't handle the winter in the Bay Area of California, you can't handle the winter in Europe. Okay?
Well, some places in Europe actually aren't too bad, some are.
Well, typically, the more to the Mediterranean you get, it's not as bad, but the more to the Nordlands you get, it tends to get quite frosty. God, that thing has giant shoulders.
This
Or
thing only
ears.
fits on my index finger.
No one.
You
Okay.
have big fingers.
Yes. I know this is the first time you're using this mech, so, don't get fucked, please. No. Now run up behind the mech and shoot copious amounts of fire up his rectum.
Daddy. What are you doing, Candy? What are you doing?
Look at this madness.
What are you doing?
Look at this madness.
She's a good kitty. She's very sweet.
Yeah.
Well, they are fed basically good food.
Huh?
They are fed partial meats.
Holy God. Oh, it's shut down. Nice.
Was that beeping
In the game? Yeah, yeah.
It was like...
It shut down. I shot so much fire in its ass crack that it shut down.
Yours or its? Or the other ones?
Now I'm going to punch you. No, Shanto. I will punch you in the butthole.
Hey, kitty.
And shoot even more fire at you. Punch. Now more fire.
Go to Fama.
But, hi, cat.
We threw him on top of you.
Yeah. Oh, God. Holy God, this mech is evil.
Looks like he's guarding the book.
Yeah. That's a good guard cat.
He is kind of a good guard cat because I know if anybody ever came in here, you'd hear him scurrying and running to hide.
That and, you know, Dottie would be curious and she's got a bell, so that would alert us too.
We have alert cats.
Yeah. That and we stack furniture near the entry point so no one can get in or out.
And we also have weapons.
Yeah. We also have weapons. I won't say what weapons, but they are weapons indeed.
Unfortunately, they're not,
Don't say what they're not.
fire sticks.
Damn it, woman, I told you not to.
What? This could be a fire stick and they don't know it.
If I... Well, it kind of is. Well, if I want to...
You know, they aren't even going to know what the fuck... Why the hell are they going to get pissed off at somebody saying fire stick when...
It's nothing to do with offending people. It's everything to do with I don't want strangers knowing what weapons we have.
Okay, fine. Some of them are fire sticks.
Now you tell the truth. I don't know why you were joking earlier. But anyways, fucking just quit beating things with our 1 of 9 beating sticks. I mean, fuck. Ah! Ow, my knees. Oh, God. Fuck. Are you quit hurting me, asshole? I'm trying to record a fucking video. I'm trying to make this video all about Battletech, and you come in here and ruin everything.
Well, they have fire sticks.
Well, that's true. But, oh, God, will you quit fucking... Give me that fucking beating stick, asshole. What are you? Trad hobgoblin wife.
Well, the thing is, when it was hitting your leg, it was making a noise.
Yeah. That's my bone.
No. It's...
Oh, it echoes through the tube.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
That's what I liked.
Okay. You're a strange broad. That's probably why I'm married to you. Ow!
Spear!
Spear! Lightning spear! That was the best part about Dark Souls 2, was the lightning spear. You just get 9 of those scrolls and just hurl lightnings at enemies and shit. It's great. That was like my favorite spell in the whole fucking game. Spinny. So if we're leaving the door open, the cats escape. I need to do that assault match, but
Got him.
I want to do a solo medium.
First.
Huh. Yeah, you got the cat. Medium mech chaos.
Love you, big head.
Love you too, you ass. Lying about my weaponry. Anyways, so, yeah. Pew pews. But no, that incinerator was fucking evil. Like, I like that mech. I'm gonna have to use that in actual field deployment just because of how evil it is. Dude, it's glorious. Like, it's... With that much flamers, there's no way they're not gonna shut down. And then I punch them in the ass and set them on fire till they explode. It's a perfect strategy. All I gotta do is get up behind them and buckwheat magma into their ripe, firm mech cheeks. So, like, yeah, you know, fun times. So, yes, check This guy has been in so many solo duels, it's ridiculous. Doody-doody-doo. But yeah, so, now with the clan tech stuff, it used to be in this mod that what you would do is you would just go to clan space, kick their shit in, and make and go all in salvage, collect nothing but clan XL engines, and then you sell them for like $1 a piece. Actually, I think it was more like $1.5 million a piece. And then they nerfed it down to about $1 mil, and now they've nerfed it down to about 600K. Now, I don't like nerfing in games, period. Especially in something like BattleTech, where the whole point is it's supposed to be busted. Look, you can have the easy option of getting clan tech engines and hawking them for a profit. You have that easy option. But you have the other option of going in like a bare knuckle boxer on a high difficulty where everything kills you in one shot and getting out anyways because fuck yeah, I'm that level of Chad. There's levels to this, right? There's ways you can appropriate the physique of a metal god. So, you know, so weird having a hole in my face. So weird. Okay, for this area, you could wait behind this rock and wait for them to come through this pass. I usually go behind this rock and wait for them to come through this pass and then just go around them. Sometimes you need jump jets for that because they block the fucking entrance point, and you need jump jets for that, and then you just jump behind them and shoot them up the mech booty. And the Botenstein, you know, just and guys, don't be afraid to reserve your turn, so your enemy can go first and you can make the next move. I will do that to show it to you. I have to reserve a lot because of all the perks this guy has, but there you go. And then we just go here. And now we wait. Sometimes it's good to reserve, especially in gladiator duels, so they can go first and then you can shoot them in the ass cheeks. Now, you see, a lot of times they will block this straight, so you can't really run by them. That's why you need jump jets, so you can jump behind them and do it anyways. Now, be sure to click your rockets, asshole, so you don't forget. Extreme prejudice. And it's gone. I've got a hole in my tongue too. I have really sharp, jagged teeth, and it's not fun. Yeah, kids, be sure to brush your teeth, because you might be born with a degenerative tissue disorder that you're unaware of, and then your teeth run out of your head at the age of 28. Well, I'm not even that old, but still. Well, almost. But, you know. Actually, I think mine started to rot at 24, 25, I think. When it really started to go. Now I have no molars on the bottom side of my face. No molars at all. Well, I have a, like, semi-molar. It's like the molar, but not that big. I have one of those on the right side. But pretty soon I'm going to get the top left side of my mouth yanked out. That's going to be fun. It's mostly due to pus pockets underneath the... Is it really bone? Like, here's what's weird about teeth. They're not technically bone, even though they are... They're like bone, but they're softer than bone. And they have nerve endings, which bones don't have. So... They're actually more related to, like, keratin, like, you know, which is what is in nails and hair and, you know, the fancy manly mustache and whatnot. They're more related to those than they're related to like your tibia. I just picked a random fucking bone, but you know. I might get bricked in this one. Assault mech, go. The Atin. You get this guy to do double damage with the giant fucking hatchet. Actually, I upgraded its weapons a bit, because when I got it, all I had was 2 heavy PPCs and a hatchet, and that was fucking it. And I like a variety in my trail mix, so I added Streak SRM6 clans, a couple of clan small lasers, different varieties, a medium cannon, so I can shoot their ass a new hole. We're talking a lot about firing into the buttock region. I don't know why. Look, you play with giant robots long enough, and eventually you'll learn the glory of the ass shot. If it worked for Forrest Gump, it'll work for you. It's kind of hilarious how he showed LBJ's butt. Anyways, yeah. Like... Also, here's a fun thing in Forrest Gump that no one remembers. In the first, 5 minutes of the movie, he's talking to a black woman about how he was named after one of the founding members of the Ku Klux Klan. And he just has no awareness whatsoever of what he's insinuating. And she looks appalled and scared at the same time. Like he's just gonna go savage and eat her whole like a cannibal on holiday. And he just is telling an innocent story about his creation. And she looks appalled and mystified. Like, it's... What? Like, yeah, she looks horrified at the prospect. And he's just... Yeah, I was named after a member of the Klan. Like, it's... And not just a member, a founding member. Like, one of the original founders of that leftist organization. But anyways, not gonna go into too much detail there. I want this one to be a little less politically charged, just a little. Because I want people to get into BattleTech, especially this mod. I've been in this mod community for some time. They're all great. Now, granted, if you do Rogue Tech, one of the benefits of Rogue Tech is it's like the kitchen sink is on fire. You have all of these extra... I think... Can you even play as clans? I think so. I don't quite remember. There's more clans in it. I know that there's clan space in it, if I remember correctly. Which that's cool. I like that concept a lot. But in this one, it's more a specific time period, and you learn more about the lore. You learn more about the events in BattleTech than you do in Rogue Tech. Rogue Tech doesn't really focus on a specific time period as much as this does. So it just depends what kind of thing you want. If you want more to dick around with in a free play BattleTech mode, then Rogue Tech's pretty much up your alley. if you want to learn more about the story, especially a really cool time period, at least what I think is, then 3062 BTA is the mod for you. I'm going to reserve. Go on. Oh, you're gonna make this hard on me, aren't you? I need to shoot you in the ass crack. I'm just gonna brace. Now I'm going to reserve. That's slightly better, but not by a whole hell of a lot. I still can't go up behind his ass. Shit. Come on, turn the corner. You can do it, buddy. I don't know why you're facing away from me, but I appreciate the splendor. Can I even run behind him? Ooh, I can. You're fucking nicked. Okay. Physical weapon. Making sure. Medium fucking cannons. Time for the ass kicking. Punch. See, it did 2 damage. Fire the cannons! How did you survive? Oh, no, you didn't. Okay, it just lagged. I was about to say. Yep, that's how you do it, folks. That's how you do it. You need rockets or cannons. And heavy cannons are good for heavier prey. But they tend to be not as accurate. But if you focus your fire, which you need a special pilot perk to get the ability to lock onto specific locations like you do in the base game. So, you know, which I like. I honestly, it gives more purpose to going into the gunnery skill tree. Because really the only reason in the base game to get into gunnery is multi-target, and that's fucking it. That's fucking it. But this one adds specialities with gunnery, like missiles or lasers or whatever, right? It actually adds some variety to it. This mod adds a good mix of different abilities that you can pick from for both vehicle crew and for mech pilots. So it's fun times all around. Hello, Shadow. I see you staring into the wild blue yonder. I need to look up that actual song and remember it, because I used to sing it in ROTC, and I don't remember any of it now. Oh shit, I actually got an assault mech. What is that? Death Strike. Ooh, that sounds great. Wow, look at them close and medium range. Death Strike. If only it was called the Death Wish, then I'd be like, you know what? This is my mech. Heavy Goss. Holy shit, that does some damage. Heavy balls, but it does some damage. You tell me every time. I get it. Okay, named after an elite force of Clan Diamond Shark, the Death Strike is a brutal gladiator design from that clan, meant to demonstrate the power of clan tech in the arenas. The Death Strike brings a battery of firepower into the fight. Twin Ultra. Should have said with. Or is there a semicolon there? Twin Ultra Autocannon 10s and ER medium lasers backed up by a quad medium pulse lasers. A trio of jump jets give it unexpected mobility in the arena. I mean, Twin Ultra AC-10s is pretty good. ER medium lasers, that's just kind of suppressing fire, if anything. And quad pulse lasers, ooh. I don't have to use that in the arena. Wait, is it a Mad Cat? What is it? You, what is your licensor and distributor? Make back. What make and model are you? What are you? Looks like a Mad Cat with fucked up arms. I don't know what you are, but I like you, and I'm going to name you Jerry. So I can say, look out, Jerry's, I've got a Jerry on my team, and then boom. Look out, Jerry's. Yes.
It has been cleaned.
Oh, cool. Oh, it has been. Alright. I've been talking about Battletech this whole time.
Yeah.
Most of the game and the mod and all that stuff.
Okay.
I did talk about the Black Marauder.
Ew, what is that?
Oh, nothing.
Christopher, that's gross.
No, it's not.
You're rubbing it on my bear
No,
that
I'm
you
not.
bought me.
No, I'm not. Shut up.
You're fucking gross.
What? I sneezed. Shut up.
Throw it in the fucking trash. And you also have some on your thumb.
Yeah, you never complained about this before.
That's because I didn't see it until now.
Yeah, I've noticed. But anyways,
Christopher.
so why is it
Gross.
why is it the only time you point out my horrible faults in life is when I'm recording and people are watching? Because I actually have people who watch now. You know, there's like 10 of them, but they're still people.
Okay.
Look, I don't.
Maybe if they know, maybe they'll tell you to be clean.
I don't care.
I need some help, guys.
Damn it. I don't care what others think, but I still want some fucking privacy. I don't need everyone knowing the exact circumference of my crank every time I fucking log on.
Even though you've said it 10 times.
Even though I've probably talked about it quite a few times. But that's besides the point, woman. Ow. 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 Ow.
We're having egg bread.
Okay, cool.
And the egg has bacon in it.
Ooh.
Not very much, but it's enough.
It's some. Look what I just got in the arena.
What?
The Death Strike. It looks like a Mad Cat, but like more evil and more chunky.
Would you just fucking go away?
I'm trying to put my legs down.
No.
Damn it. Would you quit being on that fucking... I need to let my foot loose.
You are warm.
Yes. I'm actually above 95 degrees for once. Or not 95. Wait. What is our temperature supposed to be?
98.6.
Okay, yeah. Mine for the longest time was like 95. And everyone thought I was like undead. Like...
Typically dead bodies are cold.
Yeah, like...
Just tad.
You know? Like, there were literal doctors that were like, so, you weren't bitten by any strange vampires lately, have you? I'm like, not to my knowledge.
Wait, they actually asked this?
Yeah, I had a doctor ask, so, about vampires, are you one of them? And I'm like, okay, just because I'm a tall goth and I'm pale doesn't mean anything, and I'm nocturnal. You know, there might be something to this. Now that I think about it, 10 years later, I discover the truth, you know.
Well, you haven't drank my blood yet, so, I mean...
no. Not that you all have.
I have no scarring, and I would definitely know.
Look, if LaDon Lamia could get away with it, I could too. Maybe. If my bones don't creak while I'm doing it.
You don't lose all your incisors, Mr. I have teeth pulled.
Yeah, true. Yeah, my fucking teeth don't fall out.
But put on your fucking necklace. Take off your glasses and put it over your head.
Oh, will it actually fit? I have a pretty giant fucking skull. I'm 6'10".
Well, it should.
That would be a no. Oh, now I can't even see what I'm doing. You made me take my glasses off. I'm a bespeckled individual. Or as Razor once said, "My eyes, they betrayed me." Which is funny because I couldn't join the military because my heart betrayed me. And we were going to join the same branch, oddly enough. I mean, he wanted to actually work on the flying machines, and I wanted to be a doctor, but it's the same principle.
Well, you wanted to work on the people flying the flying machines, and he wanted to work on the flying machines that the people you were fixing have to fly.
Yeah, essentially. What the hell? Okay.
Mental gymnastics.
Yeah. Well, if I understand correctly, mental gymnastics is more like people hate me, but they're giving you free things. Yeah, but they do it because they hate me. Stuff like that. Like, but everyone's loving you and wants to worship you and occasionally sucking your big toe. But you know, it's just,
yeah, Christopher.
You know, I can't put this on. My arthritis. I need you to. Okay. Get my long metal head hair out of the way. So I have 11 million C-bills.
There you go.
Close to 12. Thank you.
You know, you could have made that a lot easier on yourself by looking at it.
Yeah, you're probably not wrong. Hello, wife.
Hi.
How are you?
I hurt.
Yeah, I bet.
And I'm not even done with dishes. I just started cooking because I'm like, yeah.
Yep.
And then I decided to clean your necklace.
You know, of all the wives I've had, you're the first.
I fucking hope so.
I better be, damn it! Yeah, no.
I'm your only wife.
Yeah. That's the idea. Hey, don't. Wait, look. I love you. But you need to find a balance between loving darling wife and savage, ravenous hobgoblin beast mode. You need to find a balance between the two.
Loving wife in the kitchen, hobgoblin here.
Yeah. Loving wife in the kitchen, hobgoblin in the bedroom.
No.
Oh, well. This is the bedroom. It sounds sexual, but doesn't mean it is. Alright.
I'm also marinating pork chops and mustard.
Ooh. Nice. So this went from a, hey guys, join Battletech to, hey wife, how you doing? Pretty quick. Like, it evolved very quickly.
How'd your gums?
Oh, they're fine. I mean, the one still feels kind of open, but the other two feel like they're closing up pretty good. And all the ones back here, I don't feel nothing. And they all feel like they're.
I keep forgetting that you have most of your top teeth.
Yep. Well, I still have my top teeth, but not for very long.
Well, most of them.
Yeah.
You're not gonna get all of your top teeth removed.
I know, just probably like this side or this tooth or whatever.
We'll see.
Probably this area, the upper left. I made a.
How does your mouth feel anyway?
Given the fact that I have 3 teeth right now that are jagged as fuck, and my tongue. Okay. I'm the level of ADHD riddled autist where my tongue has an obsessive compulsion to touch sharp things. Especially if those sharp things are in my face. And so I've got cuts all over my tongue now. Because
Then fucking stop.
Because this tooth is chipped in just the way that it's sharp as balls. And
or,
then,
you know, maybe not jab your fucking tongue into it, you know? Have you ever heard of that?
I've always had this thing where I just lick my teeth.
Okay, but
It's
the
like
thing
an
is, it
ADHD
sounds
thing.
like you're fucking, like, doing not just this, you're like,
Well, I'm not digging into them.
yeah, but how the fuck did you cut your tongue, sir?
It's sharp. You don't have to put much pressure if it's sharp. Don't bite the meat of me. I keep telling you where to bite. Bite bone. Bite skin. Okay, that's better. Not the meat. Don't bite the muscle. Bite the bone. There you go. See, that's bone. That's skin. You're putting a lot of pressure in that. Please stop. You motherfuck. There you go. Jeez. I love you, but holy tits, woman. God.
You have a choice in whether or not you get bit.
You know, okay, you know how in Green Hell, if you eat human meat, you go insane?
Uh-huh.
You would not have that debuff. You would eat human meat and go, long pig, and you just, like, dig into that motherfucker.
Chris.
What?
I've never drawn blood from you.
Look, first it's biting your husband. Then it's the occasional sip of the crimson ichor. Then it's full-on cannibalism. That is the progression of meat. That is, you start at one end and you evolve to the other.
No.
Yes.
No. Who would you fucking know, you cannibal?
Well, I mean, I happen to know about certain websites that are in Japanese that happen to explain certain things. I did it. Oddly enough, there's actually a Japanese celebrity who, like, I don't know if he exclusively does it or if it's just a thing he's done multiple times or what, but he's famous for eating human meat.
I know.
And, like, the way he describes it sounds like an addict describing their favorite drug.
Does he still do it?
I learned about this 5
Well, I
to
know
8
that
years
he
ago,
isn't in
but
prison, but it's like,
yeah, no.
which is weird.
Yeah.
Because now he's like a folk legend.
Yeah, he's like a folk legend in his own right. Like, it's bizarre. I mean, look, for those who think that, you know, oh, in Japan I'll be the quirky white guy and everyone will love me. Not so much. Now, the freak cities are more accepting to the white man, as even if he's weird or not.
Problem is that my favorite spot is Okinawa for the fact that they keep their traditions, but the thing is, I wouldn't want to go there because they would not like me.
Yeah, Okinawa, the northern parts of Japan do not want any foreigners, period.
I know.
They're one of the main places in that island chain that just don't want foreigners. And there is a slur. There's an actual, it's considered a racial slur. Like, it's probably worse to them as a slur than certain verboten words in Latin are to Americans. And it's gaijin. Gaijin means outsider, but it's implied, because there's a lot of weird implications in a lot of Japanese words. It's implied filthy fucking foreigner commoner. That's what's implied when they say gaijin. So, you know, not exactly a polite thing to be called. You know, but, and here's the funny thing, they are more accepting to the European descendants and the American descendants than they are to the most of Africa descendants. In terms of culture and their acceptance and all this other stuff. Again, that's just Japan.
Although between America and Europe, they prefer the Europe.
Actually, no, they prefer America.
Really?
Yeah, they prefer America.
I thought they preferred the European. Because I thought they figured we were too loud and...
Well, they started to
weird.
think that when a certain famous person filmed a corpse in the middle of the suicide forest because her, he, the views, right? They started to think that then, but he was being threatened by the fucking Yakuza, who told him, either you apologize or we will find you. And they won't hear from you after that.
Apology.
Because the Yakuza took what he did as a personal, honorable offense. Like an offense to their very honor as the Japanese.
Well, yeah, because that forest is meant to kind of be as a...
It's basically a giant graveyard.
It is, but I guess you could always claim it almost as like a very dark, sacred place, I guess.
Yeah.
In a way.
Yeah, they do view it with some sacredness to it, but in
it's
the
because
sense of...
it's housing souls that aren't able to leave.
Well, that, and it's they view it as sacred to honor the dead. Like the dead are living there, and
well, that's what did I just say?
Yeah, no, you're not. You know, I'm just elaborating.
I mean, it's very similar to how in their culture, at least from what I've got figured out.
Yeah.
I could be wrong.
There you go.
But children who die before they can attain honor end up having to have like little statues made of them. Well, maybe not them, but like just little statues, specifically, I believe, of a specific deity-like thing.
Isn't that what
that's the protector of children, because children don't come into their honor until they're older.
Yeah,
and they're not able to pass on.
Isn't that what the gyroids are based off of in Animal Crossing?
Actually, that's what the little offering things are in Breath of the Wild for the Koroks.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
That makes this game a lot more darker, because then you're just like, how many children died?
Yeah, casualties in war.
I know. But still, I mean, that's kind of what I've heard, at least from all the videos.
Yeah.
Although the gyroids do have a dark purpose too, they actually might serve a similar purpose, but I know that they are related to the dead.
Yeah, Japan's an interesting culture to study because white people are obsessed with it. And it's kind of interesting to debunk a lot of their obsessions by just explaining that, hey, by the way, you being the weird, awkward loner nerd is not going to get you Asian wombs aplenty. It's not going to do that.
Honestly, if I was ever there, I'd be like, please, for the love of gods, give me a frickin' translator, because I'm not gonna risk anything.
Yeah, no. I don't want to
because I'd just probably stand there like this.
Here's the thing.
I'd probably just stand there still with my hands behind my back until I need to do the thing.
As a culture, they're not exactly what you would consider autistic friendly. Because the way they imply things is very situational. It's very reading the room. And I can only imagine how rough it is to be an autist who can't read the room and born in Japan.
That's why I would end up staying silent 99% of the time.
Yeah, no.
Listens to the translator.
Yeah, because you have to read the room and you have to know. They have a very specific culture that you have to know a lot about in order to actually blend in. And here's what's funny. The idea of gaijin, depending on the area, you could have lived there for 30, 40, 50 years. Learn the culture, learn the language, do all their customs, live as they do, worship as they do, and some people would still call you a gaijin.
Yeah.
That's, I mean, to some extent, the idea of, American in Japan, they love us. Some of that's true, but that's more so the younger generations.
Well, I feel like, I'm not trying to say that like they would like me, but I think they would at least appreciate that I'm not trying to do weird shit.
Yeah, we're trying to respect their culture.
I probably still wouldn't do it as properly as I could have, because I know some people are not going to like it anyway.
Keep in mind, Japan has been receiving Europeans since the 1500s.
I know.
Probably sooner than that.
Keep in mind, to be fair, before they technically started out as a Caucasoid race.
Yeah, that's true. You go back far enough. That's actually the difference between the Yayoi and Jomon.
And or Ainu.
Ainu, yeah. So the Yayoi are very Chinese in appearance. They look
Chinese
very similar
and Korean.
they look very similar to Koreans. The Jomon look like tan Asians. Like they're tan but they're like
They're more like tan, black hair.
Yeah. Like really dark hair, like almost Neanderthal features.
Yeah.
Like they look like a mix between Neanderthal and Asian.
Well, I don't really want to call them white because they're not necessarily white.
Yeah.
They are related, but they have their own thing because they were on an island.
Yeah, it's an offshoot.
It's
now,
a
keep in
different
mind,
thing.
Here's a good example of how weird it is when islands do their own thing. The woolly mammoth existed on an island in the Mediterranean until like 4,000 years ago.
Yeah. Well, one of the last things that died off.
Yeah. I think they were pygmies, actually, if I remember correctly.
Well, yeah, there was that. Well, there is such a thing as island effect.
Yeah. Which
makes things typically smaller.
Yes.
For some reason.
Well, it makes sense because there's less land, right?
Well,
there's less land and less food.
Well, the Komodo dragon exists.
Yeah, and them fuckers are big.
Yeah, they're fucking huge.
Yeah, big old boys.
I gotta cook.
Alright, that's fine.
Love
you too. So, that weird diversion aside about Japan, I don't know how that started, but, yeah, so the Etin, I will show you guys this fucking abomination unto the gods in all its stupid glory. Yes, triple strength in my armor. You know what I could do? Scheiben. Okay, that's too much.
By the way, the bread is very soft on the bottom.
Nice.
Yes.
Pharaoh clan. I think I can get away with that. Oh, adds roughly 2 tons. Okay, shit. Do I even dare mess with the heat efficiency? Alpha strike 103, heat sinking 96. Okay, so that's not that bad. I could just crank up the armor with the Pharaoh clan on.
No, it is kind of late.
Huh?
It's like 4:22, dude.
Oh yeah.
I haven't even made breakfast.
Oh yeah. Well, we can still eat. I mean, we might as well.
Well, yeah, but what about supper?
We'll just have that normal time.
But you wanted it like midnight?
Maybe not that late.
I'm gonna be full for hours, dude.
Okay, yeah. I forget your metabolism is different from mine. Yeah, no, we can do it midnight.
It's so much slower than yours. You have to get used to this.
Yeah, we can do midnight, yeah.
I mean, that's the only time I can think about maybe doing it.
Yeah.
But you have to get used to my metabolism.
I know.
Very slow digestion.
I know, yeah, yours is much slower than mine. Which is weird because mine was so fast I could burn through a black hole, but I can't do that anymore.
It's still faster than mine.
That's true. Yeah, my metabolism slowed down heavily when I became an adult. Heavily. But, do I even need... Scheiben. Let me see. I could put AMS. That'd be funny, yeah. Might as well put a tag in there. Might as well, and then we just beef up the armor. Okay, it's not working. Oh, okay. Control. Oh, weird. That's a weird distribution. Alright, whatever, then I'll just crank up the armor on the leggin. Maybe not max, let's do 180. And then, so I hit control in the button. Those who don't know. Beef up the legs. Oh god, you lowered the arms. Shit. Hey, I kind of don't like how it distributed the armor. Alright, hold on. I'll do a little in the back. And it really need a left arm? There's nothing in it. I don't know. Okay. Yeah, we'll do that. Make it slightly more Frankish. Now it's got even more armor. More armor. Okay. Store equipment. By the way, after you do a certain number of missions, you might want to exit the game and come back into it, because save bloat is a thing. So, or it'll just crash, one or the other. Because loading so many missions in tends to do that. There we go. Into the wild blue yonder. There we go. Alright, jungle. I know what that's gonna look like. Again, you kind of want to get to the spore cloud. Hopefully by then the enemy will turn the corner, and then you run up to them and shoot them in the ass crack. That is the way of the giant robot. You and the hunchy. And you, here we go. It's me. Well, it's the main character. So yeah, fun times there. Let me check. I did not see that until now. Wow, I feel like an asshole. Okay, what's my OBS doing? Oh, an hour 40, that's it? I thought it was longer than that. Well. Yeah, so this has been a Battletech-centric episode, plus random things from Ale, of 3062 BTA. Yeah, fun times. I will make another video, probably within a week, maybe. We'll see. I don't know. I play these by ear. This isn't my career. I just do these for fun. So 10 weirdos online can go, hey, that was kind of funny. I learned something today. Oh, that guy's funny, you know. Or, you know, oh, hey, I learned something about certain political things. I'm not talking about in this video specifically. So, you know, hopefully this is my introductory to you to my channel and not any of the other recent vids I've been doing. Oops. But, yeah, no. Pleasure being here. Have a good time, get fucked, and take care. Bye-bye.